Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Time Machine. Wow, we got to bring the energy level back up in here. After almost 8 minutes of slow funeral dirge music, whew, I need a 5-shot espresso. Thank you for joining me today for a super spooky start to October. It's an overcast day with heavy low clouds and a steady rain outside my window. A perfect start to the fall season, just as the elder witches of the ancient coven intended. And what else would be a better sacrifice to the season of darkness than a painting of the countenance of Count Orlok? Yes, he's the Freddie Mercury of vampires, the Bugs Bunny bloodsucker, that undead beaver of the night, aka Nosferatu, Phantom der Nacht. Oh, excuse me, got a little beaver stuck in my throat. Now, I'm sure you've all seen the director's commentary of your favorite films on the special extended Blu-ray Laserdisc Microfiche Extra Rare version release. Well, that's kind of what this is. A quick, down and dirty artist's commentary on how this painting was made, and other secret insights that are guaranteed to make you say, yeah, I don't really care. So here we go. I picked up a Beat to Hell Webster's Student Dictionary along with another book that no one's ever going to read from a consignment shop for $3. Why? Because they have excellent weathered vintage paper to use in mixed media projects. And yes, I hate the word vintage too, but let's move on. Is the first drawing of those nice big old beaver teeth he's got going. All right, that's the chin. All right, we've moved on to the ear now, sort of a Dr. Spock style. Whoa, that drawing sort of jumped ahead there, but yeah, we need to darken in those eyes. That's one of the things he's known for. All right, he's always wearing that big leather jacket he always wears. It probably drives the undead ladies wild. We'll have to ask him later. Nos, what's your secret? All right, trying to get the lapels on that jacket. Now, I got to tell you, spooky hands are usually the easiest kind to draw, but this one was giving me serious problems, as you can tell by all the screw-up lines. All right, let's get every black colored pencil that I own and throw it down so that we can really start to go over these lines and darken them up. Okay, working around the beaver teeth. Get the eye sockets nice and dark. That's where spooky lives. Back to the ears. Whoa, did you see those eyes pop on? That was like magical. That was like one of those paintings that follows you around. Yep, darken in those eyes more. And then we're laying on some charcoal over my line work here. All right, now we're getting a little spooky. Yep, hollow out those cheekbones. We moved on to some burnt umber for the background. More drips, let's drip it in. Okay, back to the charcoal. Fill in some more dark values. Let's mix up some gesso and some Payne's gray, just to get some grays to lay down the first few layers of the background here. Now right here I was wondering, should I make the face super white and pop out like it does in the movies? Or do I make the background a lighter value and then keep the ancient vintage papers in his face, because that's such a cool texture? Okay, here comes another ASMR section of this painting, so I'm going to be quiet so we can just listen to it. I'm going to be quiet now. I'm not saying anything. You can totally hear it. It's all I talked over the whole thing, didn't I? All right, sorry about that. I'm going to rough up that background some more. That's just using the knurled part on the back of my X-Acto knife. Okay, I decided to make the background a lighter value because I'm going to put some text on the left side. All right, now let's do some work on this hand. Good, because it's sort of looking like a blob right now. That is some more unbleached white with Payne's gray for the background. Get a little bit darker on this side. Rub it with your thumb, that always works. All right, let's fill in a little bit darker here for his jacket. Oh, here comes the blood drips. There they are. You knew they had to happen. This is a spooky Halloween shot, so naturally, blood. All right, we've got some unbleached white on the small palette knife, and like I said, I'm going to put some text on this side, so I got to really lighten this up so I can write on top of it. But that is making a super cool texture up close. All right, decided to carve out around that ear And then just go ahead and decide, how is this background going to look? Should I make it lighter? Should it be darker? Kind of fumbling around in the dark here, but figuring it out. All right, throw in some unbleached white for some highlights on those hands, because like I said, so far they look like blobs. I believe the knuckles will be coming up next. I'm going to go ahead and put a highlight on the pinky, and there's the knuckle right there. There's a second knuckle. Sandwich. Okay, now onto the part that we've all been waiting for, those fantastic beaver teeth. That's it? That's all we're doing for beaver teeth right now? Okay. Laying down some unbleached white, just trying to grab some highlights on the eyebrows and nose without losing too much of that sweet, sweet vintage paper. All right, get under there. Right. Right on the cheek some more. Okay, filling in the other teeth. Let's not forget those other teeth. You know, it's like the beaver teeth are like, Marsha! Beaver teeth. All right, back to the charcoal smeared paper. Put it on your thumb and rub it on. Get some darker values. That is an ancient secret passed down from the Druids. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. And if you haven't, then now you have. Okay, laying on some more unbleached white. Hey, there's my coffee. Stop drinking it, Nos. And that spooky quote on the left side is from the 1979 film remake by Werner Herzog, starring Klaus Kinski, and it reads, "Death surrounds us. We are at his will. The rivers continue to flow without us." I think Mrs. Harker says this line in the movie as an acceptance of her fate at the fangs of Orlock. Dude, that sounds like a sweet metal band. Fangs of Orlock. Let's definitely put some flick spray around his mouth because this undead demon has been up to some no good, you can bet. Let's fill in some more red around the mouth. Let's put some highlights in his eyes so he looks very pretty for the prom. Darken in the eye sockets more because the charcoal keeps rubbing off. And some red and black flick, of course. And then to finish it up, a little more blood around the mouth. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go make an appointment for this sad undead soul with an orthodontist. And as always, if you'd like to see even more hot sketchbook action, cool stories about art and life, and dad jokes, check out these rad videos right here. And if you thought this video was better than a neck bite from a spooky beaver, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications by clicking that beaver icon so you'll never miss another sketchbook video right here on the Spooky Beaver Show. Thanks for watching. Beep, 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 bop, bop, beaver.